channel. Today is going to be all about my natural hair and doing a Bantu knot out. As you guys can see, if you want to see how to get this look, please keep watching this video. So guys, right here, all I do is part my hair in 4 sections, and I take those sections and part it into about 3 sections to do my Bantu knots. I do not like to do small Bantu knots because for one, it takes longer, and also it just makes my hair a little too defined, and it's where I will have a lot of shrinkage and won't have a lot of volume. So yeah, I was just showing you guys how most people do it, but the way I like to do it is do the 2-strand twist method. So you take that part, you take your hair, separate into 2, and actually twist it all the way down to the end. And once you get to the end, you want to twirl it a little around your finger so that it will lock in that curl, as you guys can see. And then you start the actual Bantu knot out process. So you're going to take that and wrap it around until it's kind of tight, but not too tight where it's hurting. And you just keep continuing to wrap that piece of hair underneath, and that will form your knot. Now when I do this method, I don't really like to put any extra products in my hair. That's just because the less products that you use, the longer your hair will last. So the only thing I like to do is put a little bit more conditioner and like oils, but other than that, I really just leave my hair in its natural state. Alright, so I'm back looking like Kodak, okay? But I just wanted to show you guys a little close up of how I really do it. I part my hair not in a particular way because honestly, you don't need straight parts. But yeah, you don't need straight parts when you are doing these Bantu knots because once you fluff them out, you really won't be able to see them anyway. But yeah, so you take the 2 sections, you start twisting it, and your base of your knot is supposed to be super flat, just like this. So as long as you get your knot base super flat, then you just continue to twist all the way down. And when you do that again, you guys want to make sure when you wrap it down to the end that your end is kind of locked. So you want to twist it around with your finger and make sure that you're not intertwining those 2 different twists, because that would make it hard for you to undo the knot once it's time to take down. But yes, you're not supposed to be super flat. So once it's super flat and a little tight at the root, you twist and twist and twist all the way around and underneath, and then you can set your knot. This process is really repetitive, so once you guys do a couple knots, you should get the hang of it after.
Doing your baby hairs is optional. That's just because once you take down your Bantu knots, you really won't be able to see them unless you pull your hair back. Once you have completed all of your knots, you just want to spray a little oil and tie your hair down so you can unwrap it for the next morning. Now I'm going to be real honest with you guys. This morning was like 2 days later. And the only reason why it was 2 days later is because like my hair takes so long to dry. So I literally had to wait 2 days for my hair to fully dry. But yeah. So what you want to do is start taking a little oil, rub it in your hand, so once you take down your knots, it won't get frizzy. And this is the key. You want to take these down very slow to avoid any premature frizzing. So literally, once you get to the takedown part, you want to untwist your hair like the opposite way that you twist it, and that's just so it can naturally untwist. As you guys can see, like when I start pulling them apart, I really don't force it. I just pull the sections apart as they come apart, and that's because I don't want to cause any extra frizzing. As you guys can see, how I was telling you about the parts, they do not have to be straight, because once you take them down, they will get covered by your hair. So you should be fine just parting your hair any type of way, honestly. Okay, let me tell you guys. So you see this knot that I'm taking down right here. I normally do not make that section all into one knot. What I should have done and what I normally do, I take that and like split it into two, and that would make it like better for me to take down. It would give me more volume by my face. If you do that, you guys will see like it's not flat, but it's kind of flat, and I like my hair to be big. So if you want your hair to be big, you should split that into like two knots, not one. So after you've added more shine and oil, it's gonna come my favorite part, and that is fluffing. Now, you guys can use a big comb, but honestly, I would have used my pick, but I could not find it. I've lost it a long time ago, so yeah. So I just used what I could, but do not use anything that's like fine tooth because that will mess up your hair. So you need something that is wide enough with the combs to like really get into your roots and fluff it out. Natural hair is a lot of work, but it's that end result that really make you appreciate the whole process. But other than that, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end.
So guys, this is how my hair came out. On first day hair, I really don't like to like fluff it out too much because it will get bigger as like the days and weeks go on. So yeah, I hope you guys